You ever been watching one of them superhero movies and the villain, they just getting beat up by the superhero? The good guys are winning, just taking care of business, and it seems like the fight is all but over. But then the villain's like, wait, you didn't realize that I had a secret weapon. Well, that's exactly what we're getting ready to talk about with the Baltimore Ravens right now. And they may not necessarily be the villains of the NFL, but apparently they have a secret weapon that a lot of Ravens fans have been buzzing over for quite some time this offseason. Let's get into this first question on this special episode of Questions from Subscribers that came from my guy, Kevin B. He said, hello, Ingraven. Hope all is well with you and your loved ones, and also the Team Keep It Clean family. Yeah, I hope the whole Team Keep It Clean family is all doing good, too. I love y'all. I really do. He said, it was said that the Ravens would have a better chance to get a top wide receiver if Lamar signs his contract and doesn't play under the tag. Well, he's not on the tag, so go get D-Hop. Spoil that young brother for once. So that, hey, you know how I feel about that. But let's get to the secret weapon. He says, now, I know this is a long shot, but Keaton Mitchell, he's a back you need these days. He's shifty. He's elusive. He has speed, and he can catch the ball. Great on kick returns and punt returns. He is going to make teams regret not picking him up. Just remember that name because you're going to hear it a lot. I have been hearing it a lot already from Ravens fans, like a whole lot, because I've heard so many Ravens fans already pencil him in for making the team. They already feel like, you know, Keaton, he is going to be a Baltimore Raven, not just practice squad, but active roster. And that's some high praise. That's some real high praise. But let's continue. He said he also ran a 4.37 at his 40-yard dash and 1.5 seconds on the 10-yard split. At 5'7", 5'8", and about 180 pounds. Peace and blessings to you and everyone else out there. Hey, we're going to see, man. We really going to see, because with Keaton Mitchell, like he's up against a lot, in my opinion. Now, with the whole J.K. Dobbins situation, depending on what happens, I don't think he's going to go anywhere. I think he'll be here for this year. After that, don't ask me after that, but this year I think he'll be here. But, I mean, we'll see. Things could change. But with J.K. Dobbins, Gus Edwards, Justice Hill. That's who Keaton Mitchell has to go up against. Now, those guys are already established, not household names or anything, but they established in the NFL. They done been with the Ravens for a couple of years each. And the Ravens know those guys already. J.K. Dobbins, Gus Edwards, those are the starters, sort of 1A, 1B type of thing. They share the backfield. Justice Hill, he'll come in sometimes, but he's a big special teams guy. Sometimes they'll have him on kick return. They'll have him as a gunner. They'll have him on. They have him on special teams. So he's been out there a lot too, and that's his primary focus. So with the offense expected to be going in a different direction, with running less, not eliminating running, but probably focusing on running a bit less. I still expect them to have a good running game, but where would Keaton Mitchell fit in? I think probably the best place for him to fit in would be special teams. But you said he can do punt and kick returns. Now, what about Devin Duvernay? Now, with Devin Duvernay, I feel like with the Baltimore Ravens, they feel like he is the best version. He's the best that they could do at kick and punt return last year, because he was pretty safe with his hands, and he normally wouldn't fumble, drop the ball normally. And like he's not this big explosive guy all the time and whatnot. Now he can get here sometimes. Like he get a kick return here and there. Punt returns, no, not yet. I mean, he'll pop one off, not for a touchdown yet, but he'll pop one off here and there. But he's not a real shifty guy, as we know. He got good straight line speed, but he's not real shifty. But again, he's safe. He's a safe choice for a kick punt return option. But I think that would be Keaton Mitchell's best bet. Like his best chance to make the team, in my opinion, would be if he really just absolutely showed out on special teams, showed out as a punt returner, showed out as a kick returner. Because right now, I think that's Devin Duvernay's job to lose. And with all the additions that the Ravens have made at wide receiver, like Devin Duvernay, his role at wide receiver could decrease. I would expect it to decrease. So that would put even more shift on, well, not shift on him. That would put even more focus on him to just be that primary return guy for the Baltimore Ravens. We'll see. But that's where I feel like Keaton Mitchell would be. That'd be his best chance of making a team. Because at running back, I mean, he would obviously be another running back too. And the Ravens have kept 4 running backs before. Especially at times when I thought they would only keep 3. They've kept 4 before. And I was like, whoa, okay, I didn't see that happening. But would they do that now? And would he have a legitimate shot at making this Ravens roster? It's tough, man. It's really, 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 really tough, man. Because he's up against so much. Like, it reminds me of Dante Demas Jr. I know people say he's supposed to be like a first-round pick before the injuries and whatnot. I think even for him, too. Because a lot of people feel like he's a lock to make the roster as well. I think for him, it's going to be tough, man. It's tough because he's up against so much. So for him too, special teams, that will be the way. Especially, hey, Harbaugh see you good on special teams. Harbaugh gonna make him do a double take, triple take. But we'll see what happens with that. Anyway, continuing, he said, oh, this guy. He said, I almost forgot your name rings around more places than you know. We thank you for being there for us and being that ear that we need. And thank you for showing that you care for us, giving us uplifting inspiration all the time. Oh no, that's important, man. I think that's really important because we all need it. You ain't got to thank me. I thank y'all. I thank y'all for sitting here, being willing to listen to this crazy dude for at least like 10 minutes out of your day every single day. Like that's love right there, and I appreciate y'all for doing it. I appreciate y'all for just listening to whatever we got to say, whether it's regarding the Ravens, whether it's regarding whoever it may be. Cause y'all ain't got to do that, but y'all do it. So I appreciate it. You always appreciate when people are willing to go out of your way to just look out for you, to help you out, to be there for you even more, especially when they don't have to. If it was somebody's job, if it was like their like that was a requirement of their job that they had to be there for you, like their caretaker, I mean, you still appreciate it for sure. You still appreciate it a lot because they could just quit on you. They could be like, you know what, I ain't doing this no more, I'm out of here. But I think it hits even more when people don't have to do something, but they still do it. So that's what y'all do all the time. So I appreciate you. So thank you for that. He said, and you have to accept it, my brother. You're a celeb now. You're known all around the world. No, we definitely ain't no celebrity at all. Not at all. But yeah, man, I just appreciate people that support the channel. There's a lot of people that support the channel. And for it being such a small channel too, and the amount of people that support it is crazy, man. And I just keep getting so many reminders. Like my mom, she texted me the other day and she's like, man, it's been quite a year. I was like, yeah. And we ain't even halfway through, or we are halfway through. And it has been quite a year. Started off straight, and then it took a big downward turn on February 21st. And then for March, it was crazy. It was rough. It was scary too. But then just that whole experience when that whole thing went down with the demonetization, just seeing, like, and I always repeat that. I know Team Keep It Clean. I know y'all good people. I already knew that. But I didn't realize it was like that. Like, just seeing everybody just come through and show a lot of love and support and just be willing to help out with the situation and willing to look out and try to reach out to different people. Like, hey, how can we do this? How can we help? And that was real right there, man. So I appreciated that like crazy, man. And things just been happening ever since. And so much of what has been happening, it ain't got nothing to do with me. It ain't got nothing to do with me. Like the Lamar Jackson interview, that was huge. It was huge. That was all Nitro. That had nothing to do. That was Nitro. Oh, the stadium tour and y'all know the Tom Grassi thing he got going on, ain't had nothing to do with me. That was all Tom Grassi. But I just really I appreciate people being willing to think about me and stuff like that, to think about us with stuff like that. That means a whole lot, man. Because again, it's people doing stuff that they don't have to do. And that's real right there. Somebody, because again, we got a lot of people that we want to bring on the channel. I still got my list. I'm gonna have to put it on pause for a tiny bit because I got like so much stuff going on. But somebody asked me like, why do you bring people on, especially like smaller channels, like for what? And I think that was something that's always been important to me, to never, no matter how big or small your channel is, to never be looking down on somebody like, oh, I got more subscribers than them, so I'm better. No, that's stupid to me. I hate that. That just doesn't make any sense. And it was always important to me. And I told this story before, but a lot of people may not have heard it or remember. I remember back when I was doing Madden videos on my old channel. I had reached out to this one YouTuber, and he had, I think I might have had like maybe 20,000 subscribers, maybe 22, 23, something around there. And he had like maybe 80,000, maybe 90,000, something like that. But he had a significant amount of, he had a much more significant number of subscribers than I did. And I had reached out to him. We had followed each other on Twitter and stuff. I had reached out to him. I said, hey, we should work together sometime. We should do a video together sometime. And he gave me the most runaround garbage answer, and he was like, oh yeah, well, when I hit 100,000 subscribers, then I want to start giving back to the community. And I, you know, it's funny, I was just looking at that message, that DM the other day. And I was like, come on, man. And he did end up hitting 100,000, but he never got back to me. I mean, when he gave me that answer, I was like, oh yeah, okay, yeah, that's all right. So I just knew it wasn't real from the jump. And obviously, yeah, like I said, he never hit me back, so I didn't expect him to either. But that always stuck with me. And even if that wouldn't have happened, I think it's still important. But that always stuck with me. Like, oh no, if I ever get in a position to where I could help some people out, put some people on, bring some people on, give people opportunity to get a little more exposure. Whether it's somebody else with a YouTube channel, somebody who's on the radio, somebody with whatever they got going, whatever it may be. If I ever get an opportunity to do that, I'm gonna do that. So yeah, that's why we do that. Whether the channel is bigger than us, great. If the channel is smaller than us, great. Whatever it is, man. Because everybody out here just trying to get it, man. Everybody out here trying to make it happen, man. So that's what it's about. But anyway, I love y'all. I appreciate you. Thank you for everything that y'all do. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Leave a like on the video, because it goes a long way with YouTube. It really, really does, man. And I appreciate everything that y'all do. Thank you. This again has been an episode of Question from Subscribers. A quick episode of Question from Subscribers. Well, it didn't end up being so quick because we went on a little tangent. But anyway, the tangents for me, especially when I hit other people's tangents, those are my favorite videos, man. I love when people be just talking and they just go off subject and they just start talking about something. I love that. I love hearing that from people, because it's just, I love it. Because if everybody was like, all right, okay, the Ravens, they got a secret weapons, Keith Mitchell, that's it, okay, bye. That's boring. Like, oh man, talk your talk. Whatever you got to say it. Because I want to hear it. I like hearing it. If you got something that you talk about life, okay, great. You're going to talk about football, okay, great. You end up talking about something else, okay, great. I love that. It ain't for everybody, but it's for me. So any people that out there and that do that, hey, I love you and I love what you do. And I appreciate when you do that. And for people that just stick to, okay, hey, boom, 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 that's fine too. But when people like go boom, 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 and then they go and all that, I love that the most, man. I really do. So anyway, I love y'all the most. I appreciate y'all the most. And I hope y'all are having a really, really great time, a great day, a great evening, a great night. Whenever y'all watching this, I appreciate you. We out. Yeah, this feels like a dream.